How's all my stoner buddies doing tonight? I hope I got my fan going because it's hot as fuck. And I hope you don't get too much of the vibration or sound from that. But it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. So, here we go. Oh, yeah. I do have my pipe loaded. See, unhit. If you want to join me, get your pipe going. I'm going to go ahead and take a hit right now, and then I'm going to jump into the news. Always remember, don't listen to what I say. I'm a stoner, for fuck's sakes. Why would you listen to a stoner? I might be right. You never know. I suggest you do your own research, though. So if I say something that sounds interesting, look it up for yourself. Fact check me. Here we go. Portland and Biden said defund the police. ACAB, which, you know, all cops are bad or bitches or whatever. Fuck the police and other ignorant shit. Now, Portland is screaming to refund the police because all this peaceful protests are destroying the city. No way. You mean when they were, you know, burning down the buildings in the corner gas station, you didn't realize that those people were gone? I mean, a lot of these people that are looting in these big cities, they're complaining that these companies are moving away. It's like they're mad that they don't have a place to loot anymore. You know, if they wanted them to stay, they just shouldn't have looted the fuck out of these places, I guess. But, you know, whatever. Whatever. They say what they want to say and do what they're going to do. Yeah, they're understanding these are riots and the police are something they have to have on the streets. Not something that is just wanted for utopia. They have to be there. We have to have somebody there to as a almost as a stopgap type of thing, where if you see a cop, you're not going to do something bad. But if there's no cops around, fuck it, let's do it. And now there's, like I said, they're screaming to have the police, you know, refunded, get more police, better police in there, and you know, it's because they've realized that this summer of love and all these peaceful protesters were actually capable of violence and they could be dangerous animals. Go figure. Why did it take so long to show all the video of January 6th, where cops are letting people in and holding the door for them and you know, escorting them around the White House? And did you ever wonder why it took so long to get that out? I think I told you before that I found out that all the mainstream media, ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN, Fox, they're all held by like 3 companies, Bilderberg and a couple others. So even though they, you know, like Fox seems very, very kind of almost Republican, middle of the road, conservative, but you know, they're willing to jump on anything that is hypocritical, like Tucker Carlson. But you know, at the January 6th riots, there was no fires. There was only one person shot, and it was a woman who was on the other side of a door, and she was shot through a window or something like that. And they keep claiming that a cop was killed in there. No, he died of like of a medical reason, like a day later or something like that. He had something like a stroke or something like that. But he didn't. The January 6th had nothing to do with his death. Is what I'm getting at. So, I mean, and the reason we didn't get these videos out sooner is because the left really needed to keep these hidden so they could push their agenda of you know, the right being these radical morons that need to be, you know, put down. You know, all I see is the radical left, just losing their fucking mind, burning cities to the ground, and everybody going, "Oh, let them go. It's a peaceful protest." What the fuck? Transableism. It's a delusional disorder. That's what a doctor said. People identifying as disabled or handicapped. A woman blinded herself with drain cleaner because she thinks she should have been born blind. What the fuck ever. What the fuck's going on out here, man? I knew things were going to get fucked up, but I didn't think it was going to get fucked up like this. This is really fucking ignorant. She put drain cleaner in her eyes to blind herself because she felt that she was born into a blind person. She should have been born a blind person. I mean, what a slap in the face to the people that are blind that don't want to be blind. Here's a woman who had sight and she threw it away. And there's people out there saying, they're in wheelchairs saying, I can't walk. Transableism. That's the next one. I mean, you can trans from man to woman to man, unhandicapped to handicapped. People and doctors are shocked, calling it BIID, or Body Integrity Identity Disorder, or body dysmorphia. It's what it is. It's not gender dysmorphia, it's body dysmorphia. People sometimes get this when they say their hand doesn't belong to them. No. This is the same thing, and people are really upset about this, that she blinded herself, but they're okay with gender. I mean, I don't even know. Mutilation? I mean, mutilation I mean, here's the deal. I know they're not telling these kids the truth. That they'll never be able to have an orgasm, they'll never be able to have a kid, and there's all these things, they're never going to be able to go back. Their life is screwed. These doctors fuck these kids. And society is trying to push these kids into it. Why are we trying to fucking sterilize our children? Why? Well, I thought about it. If only the Democrats are doing it, if only the left is doing it. Fucking let them sterilize themselves out of existence. I don't care. But when they push it on us, the people that don't want it, that's when I care. The woke left just kept getting dumber, and the victim card, gets worse, being used more and more. Now, not only when people are squeezing into transgender when they're not trans, rather some are chasing fame, like Dylan Mulvaney. And what I mean by this is they're not actually trans. Like Dylan Mulvaney, I don't think he's trans. I think he's an actor who wants to be famous and who's willing to go through surgery to get there. And some people are going to look at me and go, Aaron, that is stupid. Who would do that? You mean like who would get fake boobs or have collagen put in their lips or have a face tightening and who does that? Who would fix a busted nose? And why would we do that? Well, I think Dylan Mulvaney just wants to get rich, be famous. And for him, he's willing to go through a few surgeries to get there. It happens all the time. Actors do it all the time. Sometimes to their overindulgent, catastrophic end. We won't mention names, but we all know who they are. Let's take another hit. Now I said we're not mentioning names because I'm so stoned. I can't remember any. So later on in the video when I go, ah, and I yell something out, you can remember, oh, it's from this. With all the BS going on, it's easy to forget that Taiwan is surrounded by China. That China wants to take over Taiwan, and that Ukraine is close to being overrun by Putin. Yeah, yes, we're still close to World War III, and it might still happen. I don't know. I mean, Biden seems fine to be pushing tons and tons of money up there to just fund Ukraine into, I think, what is a losing battle. What we need to do is stop the shooting, get to a table, and see where we can try to get some kind of negotiation going. I mean, that's just some stupid stoner talking, so don't listen to me. Biden says there's no problem at the border. How no problem? If there's no problem, why'd Biden send down 1,500 troops? And what happened to his border czar, Kamala Harris? What happened to that? I think she actually visited the border once, but she actually didn't go down and see any of the bad spots. And she hadn't done anything else, as far as I know. The borders are wide fucking open. They're busing people to the other states in the middle of the night. If you don't believe me, you can look this up and fact check me. It is not hard to find busing immigrants or illegal immigrants middle of night, and you got your search going. Video. Put video in there. There you go. Yeah, you want to see something fucked up? Go to Google and look up Google. Now you have to type this into Google, but you type in Google banned words and phrases. That'll make you wonder. You think you think being censored isn't right there? You're wrong. It is right there. We're at the precipice, man. If somebody were to give us a little nudge, we go over. Ah! There was a nurse. I'm not going to say who the nurse was or where she was from. If you want to know, you can look this up. Fact check me. A nurse on her deathbed admitted to switching over 5,000 babies. Now, I didn't fact check this. I hope it's not true. But in all the fucked upness going on, I can kind of see it happening. You know? How come it seems like the most ironic outcome is most likely these days? Not the most common sense or the most sensical out. It's the most ironic outcome is what we get. Why is that? I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. Let me see. Do I have anything else or anything important? Oh my God! In that when I was telling you about the trans ableism. There was a dude that had his spinal cord snipped so he could be an actual paraplegic. I mean, that is just a slap in the face to those handicapped people that don't want to be. Motherfucker. And it seems like, why are all the phobe protesters over being fat? You know how they're saying there's this war against obesity or whatever, it's being fat and trans really that we're apparently attacking. All I'm saying is, if you're trans, leave our fucking kids alone until they're at least 18 and out on their fucking own and can make their own decisions. And don't show your balls to them. You want to have a fucking book reading, you don't dance around and dangle shit at them. Come on. But these protesters for the trans and the fat people, the ones that are making the biggest loud as saying they get, that they're perfect tens, and these obese people, they're perfect tens, and they don't understand why they can't get a man, and it's because they're unfuckable. They're not perfect tens, and these trans people that look, they think we're attacking them for being trans, and I'm not. If you want to be trans, do it, live your life, enjoy it. Kumbaya, everybody happy. Now, as soon as you start presenting yourself in lewd attire and making lewd gyrating movements, we're no longer a drag queen, and now we're into something illegal that children shouldn't be seeing. That's what I'm saying. The drag shows have always been for adults. Only recently have we pulled it out. Said, no, it's for everybody. And we've had this massive trans wave sweep over everything. People coming out of the woodworks left and right. I'm trans, I'm trans, I'm trans. Sure you are. And these kids, they tell their parents, I'm trans, I'm really a girl. Well, the day before they were said they were a pirate, but you didn't chop, a leg off at the knee, give them a peg leg, hand them a sword and a fucking hat and say, go rustle up some chow, cowboy. No. When they said, I want to be a pirate, you said, oh, yes, I know, dear. And when the boy says, I want to be a princess, the day before, he said he wanted to be an astronaut. Why didn't you listen to him when he said he wanted to be an astronaut? It's like they're only picking what they can ride on a virtue signal scream. Literally. I mean, that's the thing that be now is to have trans kids and to be progressive. So if their kid says they want to be a rodeo clown, they're like, oh, honey, I want to be a pirate. Oh, come on, John. I want to be an astronaut. Well, you'll have to study really hard. I want to be a girl. Well, let's head on down to the doctor and we'll get you on some puberty blockers and we'll get some other feminine shit pumped into you and we'll cut off your Johnson, drill your pelvis, make a hole, put some fake boobs under your skin, and then we'll tattoo areolas and nipples on them so they'll look right. I mean, come on. And look, if you want to say you're trans, at least put in the work and try to make yourself look like a woman. There's some people on TikTok and Twitch and Twitter and YouTube and everything else, and these people are fucking insane. Jeffrey Marsh is one of them. Dylan Mulvaney's another one of them. By the way, Dylan Mulvaney ruined Anheuser-Busch. Ripped it out of there. Ripped just like tens of billions of dollars. Well done. But don't listen to me. I'm a stoner. Don't listen to anything I say. I smoke pot. But if something I say interests you, by all means, go look it up for yourself. Find out what it is. Find out what the truth is. That's what I want you to do. Don't listen to me. I'm a stoner. And I'm an asshole, too. But yeah, don't do it. Fact check me. Every one of them. Anything that you think I'm wrong on. All of them. Go ahead and do it. Have a ball. Come back and let me know what you found out. Alright, let's take a hit. I'm smoking some blueberry muffin right now. Look at this. Ooh. Isn't that pretty there? Yeah. But anyway, some of these news stories are a little bit old. That's because, God, there's so much just repetitive, ignorant shit that they just keep pushing over and over and over and over. I can't keep coming on and say they're lying about this again. They're lying about that again. So fuck it. I've just shrunk down my videos per month. I was going to try to do like 4 a month, but it turns out I'm going to do like 2 a month. Also, because I keep getting dinged. Because I'm not monetized, because I ask for no money, the only recourse these people have is to hit me with a ding every time. I don't get demonetized. I'm already shadow banned. So the only thing they can do is just hit me with a ding, whack, and they go, okay, you got 3 months, you get 1 more, you're out of here, son. So I've been trying to write these in a way that I won't get a ding because I know they don't give a fuck about me cursing or smoking pot. But it seems what they have the most problem with is me telling the truth. Every time I tell the truth, man, I get fucking dinged. Anyway, I'm gonna take another hit here. Yikes. That was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one. And got me right here. Oh. Alright. Like I said, don't listen to me. But if you feel like it, hit the like button. Maybe subscribe. It only takes a couple seconds. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't even help me in my algorithms really, because I'm shadow banned so harshly. Maybe even share this. That'd be cool. Share it with somebody. If you don't want to, I get it. If you don't want to subscribe and have a stoner in your lineup, and have to explain it to the wife or whatever, I get it. You don't have to. It's cool. Like I said, I'm not asking for money. I don't make clickbait videos or anything like that. I get on here and I rant. I try to tell you what I found out, and I tell you don't listen to me because I'm a stoner, and then I end it. So that's about where we're at right now. All right. I'm high as draft pussy. Woo! I can't think of anything new right now. Other than it's hot. Very hot. Summer's here. I think it's like, yeah, it's 80 degrees in my room. At, what time is it here? I think it's like 12:30 or something like that. Oh, 1:06. Yeah. So that'd put Eric Scanlon at it'd be what 5:06 over in where he's at in Canada. He'll be getting up in a little bit. So shout out there, Mr. Eric Scanlon. He's got a gaming channel. If you want to look him up, it's Eric Scanlon. ErikScanlon. Any games he plays, I can't remember what they're called, but they're first-person shooter games, I think is what they call them. RPGs, I don't know. I find them interesting to watch when I'm smoking pot because it's like watching, a show that has a whole bunch of different angles and ways it happens, and so it's kind of interesting. I enjoy watching them. So if you enjoy that kind of shit, check out with Mr. Eric Scanlon I'll try to include a link in description below. So, uh, shit, I'm stoned. All right, man. I think that's it. Munch is with me, but he is asleep, dead to the world. The heat got to him today. I've been running garage sale, getting rid of some shit. So he was outside in the backyard playing all day in the sun. And I'd hear him every now and then hit the fence because that's where it's shaded, and I could hear him attack the his water dish for a little bit, and then I'd hear him back there barking and running around again. I think the little puppy tired himself out today. So it was a good day for everybody. I'm sorry this was so long. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Peace. I love you, bitches. Man, I think that's it, man. Don't listen to me. I'm a stoner. Look up your own content. I love you, fuckers. Yeah, that's it. Stay high, bitches.